I'm Marvin Scott. I am the founder and CEO of LM3 Solutions. Is leadership and 3 levels of management. Okay, and so you look at upper level management, mid level management, lower level management, and when we look at things in that level, it's on the basically on the employee, team leader, supervisor role, the actual manager role, and then the entrepreneur or ownership or head leadership role. We look at it from that way, and then understanding that leadership isn't about a title; it's about an action. And so when we talk about leadership, it's teaching how people to lead from not just the front, but to lead from the back. If you have a group of employees that are also excellent leaders, they understand that I lead through actions. So if there's something that needs to be done, a good leader doesn't just try to find somebody to do it. A good leader understands if it needs to be done and I'm available to do it, I'll get it done. And so that's what LM3 stands for. So we started LM3 Solutions. I officially gave it a title maybe about 3 years ago. But this is something that I've been actually doing for about, almost 15 years now. I can remember just a quick story about me and just kind of how LM3 Solutions and what I do in LM3 Solutions got birthed. I can remember graduating from pharmacy school, getting married, not having any children, so I knew we wanted to have children. However, we planned to have children, just didn't plan on how to take care of them or finance them. So we were spending money, we started spending money a certain kind of way. Make a long story short, I grew up in a situation where I was poor, the youngest of 5 kids, and never really understood how to manage money. I always knew that once you got money, at some point I'm going to start getting what I wanted. So that's to kind of lead you into I get married, we have kids, and now here it is, we're what we call rich poor. We're living paycheck to paycheck, but we have money. We're sending my mom money, we're doing all these different things, and so we're in a situation where just our mortgage is upside down. So I went to get some financial help, and I sat down with this lady, and she looked at all my finances. And looked at me and said, with all the money you make, you should be ashamed. And at that point, I was very embarrassed. I was hurt. And I didn't say anything else. I just got all my paperwork together and I just walked out and I left. But as I'm riding in the car back home, I said, you know what? She's right. I should be ashamed because it shouldn't be like this. But it was hard for me to receive from her because the way she said it, it showed to me that she did not care. That's how I felt. But from that moment on, I said, you know what, things are going to be different. And so that started me on the path of doing money management. So I understood how to set a budget, how to do all those different things to make sure that money was in place so that my family would be able to survive, live a pretty good lifestyle, and at the same time give, because I believe in giving to others and doing things for others. So even like when I coached, it was important for me to make sure I give to the kids that were on my team and just do different things to make sure that they had. So for me, that's what pushed me into doing money management. So one of the things about 10-15 years ago I started doing was classes on money management. That was one of the first things I started doing outside of pharmacy, teaching pharmacy, was doing money management. And to see individuals who didn't think they would ever be able to afford a house, be able to walk into their houses and walk into new cars, that really continued to bring me joy. Because one of the things I understood from my experience is you can dig a hole so deep that it takes a lifetime just to climb out of, let alone fill it and be able to walk on level ground. So my goal and what inspires me was to help individuals not create the same hole that I created, or if they are in that hole, let's give them ideas and ways in which they can come out of that hole, and then not only come out of that hole, fill that hole so that they will be able to move forward and with their life and see some of the things that really they should be walking in on this side instead of waiting till we get to heaven, so to say. So that's kind of what pushed me. So one of the things that we do in LM3 Solutions, our goal is to inspire, coach, and collaborate. We want to inspire, so we do a lot of public speaking, motivational speaking, and those different things. But also we inspire on a personal level with our personal coaching, and our goal is to help you identify some of your shortcomings, some of those things that you're trying to figure out what's holding you back. Our goal is to help you to find that out, because you can't conquer what you don't know and what you can't confront. So our goal is to help you identify what's hindering you, because sometimes we'll say, I want to be here, but I don't know what the problem is. I got a business. It seems like every time I take a step forward, something hits me and then I take 2 steps back. So our goal is to help you find out what's knocking you back, what's your setback. Let's take the covers off of that so that we can identify that, confront that, and then conquer that. So that's one of our goals, is to help you do that, and that's going to be through inspiring you, coaching you, those different things. I like to give the analogy sometimes of looking at your life as a semi-truck. Our lives are not sports cars. We want to go 0 to 100 real quick, but that's not always the best way. And with a sports car, you can't carry as much. And what is set and prepared for your life is much more than what a sports car can carry. We would think of the greatness that is on the inside of you. A sports car can't carry that greatness. So you want to have a semi-truck with this huge trailer on the back of it. But a semi-truck with this huge trailer on the back of it, if it gets momentum, it can run over a car, it can run over, and it's hard to really stop. But can you imagine a huge semi-truck on a hill, but it has its brakes, and then we put these little 10 by 10 blocks under the tires. I take the brakes off, and even though it's on a hill, the truck doesn't move because it's stuck. These little blocks, any other time, the truck will be able to roll over this block. But now it's stuck. But if I move those blocks a little bit and give you a little room to get some momentum, you'll run over those blocks, and guess what? You'll continue to roll. And that's one of the goals here at LM3 Solutions. My goal is to inspire you to move those blocks so that you can get the momentum. And I know once we get you rolling, I know you're going to continue to move forward and move on to the greatness that's on the inside of you. So we inspire you, we coach you, and then we can collaborate with you. We collaborate with you on the individual level. We can collaborate with you with your business. So it's not just us telling you what to do, but it's really us helping you to identify those things and then collaborate with you, giving you ideas on how to get there. Because it's not about just telling you what we know. It's really about showing you that we care. We really care, and we really want to. What sets LM3 Solutions apart is the fact that we care. I've learned over the years that people really don't care how much you know until they really know how much you care. LM3 Solutions. Consult, coach, collaborate. You can visit us at www.lm3solutions.com.